Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Grace TV channel. If you are just coming across this video for the first time, do well to subscribe, like, and share. So today we are going to learn how to cut trendy V-neck bubugan. Trendy V-neck bubugan. So yeah, as you can see, very deep V-neck bubugan. So let's start it. So you need, like, the way how your body it is depend how the yard of Ankara you will use. So me, I'm using 4 yard. Okay. You fold your clothes into 4 pieces as usual. So mention your shoulder. Then my shoulder is 18. Then I had then we had any choice, any hand. Maybe you want it to be long, you want it to be short, you want it to be 3/4. But me, I want it to be 3/4, at least half of my hand. Half of my hand. So measure measure your waist. Measure your waist, where your waist is, measure it. Okay. No, it's 16. My waist is 16. There's no need though if you don't want, but it's just for you to know where your deep V neck at the back will reach, and how you control it not to be wide and not to be deeper than what you expect. So that's it. You measure your hip measurements. Your hip measurement divided by 4, then add 5 inches or 6 inches, depending on how you want it to be big. But me, I want it to be big and free very well. So I added 6 inches extra after I divided my hip measurements divided by 4. So it gave me, like, 12 and a half or 12. So I added 6. So you now calculate the 6 that you add to it, and the your hip measurement divided by 4. What it give you, then measure it to the down part of the cloth. Measure it to the down parts of the cloth. Measure it to the down part of the cloth. So then roll it down so that you can know where to cut out your excess fabric. Yes. Then cuff your sleeve, and just curve it to the excess fabric that you want to cut out there. So you are good to go. So let's measure the V-neck. Let's measure the V-neck stuff. Let's cut the V-neck. 4. Measure 4 for the back, for the weight, and the low length of the front. The front, just maybe for the back you can use, like, but me, I use 12, but you can use any number, it depends on how deep you want your back to be. But I use 12 inches. For the front I use 7. For the back I use 12. For the front I use 7. So that's it. Voila. Very simple. You don't need to disturb yourself like that. Make sure you cut it out very well. Cut that place out. It's very simple. The neck, the weight should be 4. Depend how your neck or how wide you want your neck to be. So me, I like 4, just normal 4. And the deep one for the front, I measure 7. For the back, for the deep neck, for the deep V neck at the back, I measure 12, and I think that is okay for me. Yes, then you cut the front. Make sure that you don't do any mistake, because if you do any little mistake here, you will not get the proper shape of that neck. Cut the front first. Eh, that's the front. Cut it first, then now move to the back. Deep V neck. Deep V neckline. Okay, I use mark to trace where the back starts and where it ends, so that I can use my ruler to roll it and cut out the back leg now. I hope you guys are catching up. It's very easy. Oh. Don't mind me. I just started teaching. I just want to start teaching you guys how to cut and sew on this channel only. So pardon me, and you will love what I'm bringing to you guys. You will love it. You will love what I'm bringing to you guys. So I don't know. I wanted to cut small out of the front. Then you will cut out the cloth that you will use to turn it off. You use it to turn it inside. So you can use the Ankara. If you have any gum, you can use it to do it. If you have anything, you can use anything to do it. But I'm using my Ankara to flap it down. I'm using my Ankara to flap it down. Okay, I think I want to I want to increase the front line. I think it's too small for me, so I want to increase it. So I remove 1 inches, just 1 inches or half. I remove half inches from that will be 7.5. But don't use if you have this busty front, you can use 8. But I didn't have any busty front, so 7.5 is okay for normal people. You get it? Then one thing I want you to remember is that make sure you notch the arm where you cuff your this and where you will use to turn your distance when you will show in your sleeve. Then make sure you notch the cuff area so that it will be easier for you to know where you will cuff when you are sewing. Make sure you cuff it. Yes, make sure you knot it, not the cuffing area, because it will help you when you are sewing the clothes. So from there, measures 8 or 7, notch it. So from that 7 or 8, anyone you want, depend how you want your pocket to be. You depend how where you want your pocket to be. So then measure from that place. Measure 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. If you do 5, I think it will be too small. But 6, 7 inches is okay for the pocket area. Then notch it. Make sure you notch it. It's very very important. Make sure you notch it. It's very important. Yeah. This place you need to cut where you will use to turn the neck in. So I'm using the leftover Ankara. So if you like, you can use any pieces that you have, depending in your choice. Depending on your choice, make sure you be careful. Don't rush. Calm down, and you will get it. Nothing is hard there. Nothing is hard here. They cut the excess. Cut the excess fabric so that you will be comfortable and it will be easier. Not too much cloth on the table. Just cut the excess fabric out. This is what you need. This is what you need. You now put that cloth, the neck, the deep V neckline. You put it on top of this cloth. Then that shape of that cutting, you will cut it out exactly how it is. Are you seeing me exactly how I'm doing? See the way I'm doing. I folded the down part cloth. I folded it into two. Then I place my neck line stuff. I place it on knit to cut the turning in out. So get it very well. Then make sure okay, cut it out, cut it out, cut it out, cut it out carefully. Don't rush. Don't rush. Make sure you notch the center. The front length and the back length are not the same. So for you not to mix each other and for you to get it right, make sure you notch the center of the middle, the shoulder middle. Make sure you notch it out. Then if you want to cut this one, make sure you cut at least measure like 3 inches or 2.5 round. Measure it round. Measure 3 inches round. Is measure it round. Take your time. Measure it round as you see me doing. As you see me doing, because if you say you should cut it like that, it will be so difficult for you when you're sewing. So cut it 3 inches round. Yes, cut it hair. Then use your chalk to trace it down. Use your chalk to trace it down. Cut it out like that. Cut it out. Cut it out. Yes, we are done with the V, the neck. You can see that the front neck is the back length is low, is deep low than the front. Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? Just like that. That's it. Can you see? Just go and place it on your clothes and use it to turn it inside. Use it to turn your neck. That's flap. I don't know. Is it flap? You already know what I'm talking about. So what you are cutting next, I think, is the pocket. Yes, make sure we have to cut like four. We have to cut like 4 pieces of pocket. So 4 pieces remain four. So we need 4 pieces of pocket. We need 4 pieces of the pocket. So don't forget to add your pockets. I think we at that pockets at least we notch okay 6 inches or 7 inches. I think I use 7 inches for mine. So we notch 7 inches. We mark out 7 inches space at the clothes. So make sure that what you will have in your pocket should not be should not be too much. At least cut like 7.5 or 8 inches out because of the sewing allowance. I prefer you should use 8 because of the sewing allowance, and the length should be 8 or 9. 8 or 9, depending how deep you want your pocket to be. So make sure you cuff it very well. Cuff it, cuff it the hair, cuff it. Yes. So make sure you cuff it very well and cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. We are almost done. So make sure you notch the middle of the pocket so that that one and the up one will not be big. And you know what I mean? If you attach your pocket to your clothes, you will notice that the one is up, one is down, one is up, one is down. So I don't want that mistake to happen. So make sure you notch the middle. Then this last one is the back clothes. You can use rope. You can use rope. You can use. Make sure you mention your neck very well so that you will not cut excess fabric for the neck. Make sure you use exact measurement for your neck for the rope that you will attach to the back neck line. Can you see? Yes. Make sure you place it very well on the table so that you can get your perfect measurement, perfect number to cut the rope. And you see me doing, see, measure it. I think mine is 9. Mine is 9. Mine is 9. Don't let it to be big. Don't let it to be small. So that place can be relaxed very well properly. So yeah, you want to watch how I sew this clothes? Do well to subscribe to my channel. Once again, my name is Grace Couture. I'm here to give you guys a very good tutorial of how to cut and sew. So do well to subscribe to my channel, so that, and turn on your notification button down, so that you can see me whenever I drop any video. You can see me whenever I drop any video. Thank you so much. So don't forget the measurements that you mention at the neckline. So do it to measure another one here, so that you can cut the line at the back, the rope, the style at the back, so that you can cut it. So don't let it to be too much. Add like 1 inch or half inch for you to turn it, sew it around, for you to sew it around. For the length, I measure, then for the this thing I measure 2 inches. So when 2.5 inches. So anytime I cut, when by the time I turn it, I sew it around, I turn it to be perfect for me. I will see the exact number. I will see the exact length I'm using. So measure 2. Don't let it to be big like that, so that you can get your perfect rope for that back neckline. Yes, make sure you cut it. So by the time you sew it, turn it in, to be perfect for what you want to use it to do. So if you want to watch how I sewed it, do well to subscribe, so that you can